This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams. 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. EA Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Rebels will kick it away to get this game going. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And now from the pistol formation. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
We went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's running out of time here. And a flag is down as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty is on. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Now it's 2nd down here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Getting a little creative, trying the handoff to the wide receiver. And the defense rises up and stops him short on 3rd down.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contain, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere, just textbook.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Seven-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Really smart play call. Anytime you can use the defense's aggression against them, you do it. And eventually, you'll catch them out of position and potentially hit a big play.
Play number 7 on the opening drive, and it's 3rd and short. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Sticking with the running game. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
At the 42. Offense facing 4th down.
The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Now rolling out to his left. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
2nd down play coming up. They give it to the big fullback here. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get 1st downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up 1st downs.
Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. Makes it 2nd down. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. But a quick stop on the defense. He just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
It's a good thing they pick up the 1st down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no-man's area there. If they did not pick up the 1st down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice 1st down.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Rebel. Strong game by this quarterback.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 open scoring. Now they get set to kick it away. Here's the fair catch by the return man. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Looking to throw it on first down. The short completion to the tight end. When he steps out of bounds, a big play, an exciting end to this first quarter.
Ole Miss 7, Alabama 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looking to scramble now. Trying to create here on the move. Finds the receiver wide open. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Can he reach the end zone? And he'll get there. Touchdown, Bama. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Oh, it's a reverse. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep, and he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Brings up 2nd down.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards in the completion, but now it's 4th down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's got it. A 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Rebels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, what a move. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here in this next play.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. Gets the first and still running. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on a jet sweep. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the catch. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The ball is caught. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. One more play before they head to the locker room. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Bringing pressure. They've got him behind the line. The defense with a sack in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Here's the second down play. Back's got it again. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Handoff to the back. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Running back grabs it on the screen. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid game for a first down.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
And the Rebels pick up enough yardage for a first down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 35-yard line. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense of just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip it to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes backwards. Good job by the D.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
The defense has stuffed them twice in a row. They try to throw for it here on third down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout. Ole Miss.
Defense has smothered the running game. Now what's the call on third down and goal? Offense looking to throw the ball. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Second down.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Give it to the back again. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
Second down play coming up.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 17, Alabama 7.
Okay, break. Easy. Flip it. Ready.
He'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. They're going to run it here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And that one's straight down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. This one will be fair caught. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it, looking to scramble. And he's got it. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and his quarterback, being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency.
Receiver in motion now. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And the Rebels come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it here. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And the pass is hauled in over the middle. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Getting set. Here's second down. And here's the handoff. He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Here's a carry for the fullback. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting fourth down and inches. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Leading here in the fourth quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak.
Well, they roll the dice and go for it here on fourth down late in the game with the lead, and they get it. Good job by the offensive line. The running back knew exactly where to go, and this one may be out of reach.
And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. In the final minute here, you'd expect them to take a knee and just secure the victory. But will they? Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the Rebels looking to cash in the red zone. And the defense calls time to stop the clock with just 16 seconds left. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Finding enough space for a solid gain before the stop. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He'll ride the back again here. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
And they tack on the extra point. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. He missed it. Still losing by 14 after the miss. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. And I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.